That sure in the hell didn't take long. Already, the male is mating with this female. I just came downstairs. He's trying to do it again. He was doing a lot of cucking, a lot of, clucking and everything else like that, and I left all the lights on. I left my curtain open. I left my heater off, so it's freezing in here now. Outside the room, 65 degrees. Inside the room, 60 degrees. Outside the room, in the room, 75 to 80 degrees at best most of the time. Usually 80, sometimes 85. So, come downstairs. He's clucking. I open the curtain. I moved the curtain out of my way because it was open at the bottom, not at the top, because I have it thrown over this little table I have out here. And so my face was blocking. So as I open the curtain up, he's walking around her strutting, and she does this little move, and he starts biting at the back of her neck, snatches a handful of feathers, and just hops on and starts going to town. So gonna have more fertile eggs soon. So that's epic. So yeah, they got to be very content to start breeding. And you guys saw we introduced Hefe. That was not my idea. My dad did that without me knowing he was going to do it. And it was pretty fun to see his reaction, his mating dance. It was pretty cool. He threw a wing down, he was scratching it with his foot, he was walking around making noise following her, and then for like 10 minutes after we took her away, he was still trying to find her. So he's already interested in her, and that's the one this dude's breeding with. So, my buddy Nick was talking about coming over and bringing a feeder, so I don't think he's coming over tonight, which is fine, because I'm fucking tired of shit and I want to go to bed. So, just want to make the... here we go. That's what he was doing a second ago before he locked onto her. Yeah, I don't like that bedding because it's all over my fucking floor. So, just a quick update. That fucker's back in that tank. I'm done trying to breed him. Connie might be dead for all I know. She was in rough shape when I got her. Those of you who don't know, these are cultures of infusoria. I don't see her, guys. I think she's in the bottom. Oh no, she's right here. There she is. Yeah, really bad fin damage, so beta, empty beta bowl. And then that's actually, I gotta go grab King Midas, another bowl. And then these all right here, Infusoria, Cyclops, and sea shrimp, and some sort of nematodes cultures right now. And they are full. And actually, if I just enable the flash, you can usually see them darting through. Real nasty. This one's actually not Infusoria. That's actually that's actually moss and stuff. So, what did I do with? Oh, she finally died. I knew that was gonna happen. I was hoping she'd go quickly. So, as you guys know, my pink toe has not been doing good at all. She's refused food for months. Completely refused it. I have dead carcasses in the bottom of uneaten spiders. Uneaten crickets and mealworms and things like that I've tried. And I've even tried to piss her off, force it in her mouth, make her hold it. She refused to, and she's in death curl, and her abdomen is flat, so she is gone. Which really sucks, because she was my little showpiece spider. But sometimes, man, they just get sick and they refuse to eat, and yeah, I just want to show you. I took her out of her big tank because she was kept falling. But yeah, you can see dried crickets, and if you look in the bottom, yeah, she's gone. She's been dead for not too long. She's still soft. You can see in the bottom just all the bits of, live things that was in here. In fact, there was actually a live mealworm inside of here for a long time. I didn't even know about it. It was one of the first feeds I did with her. And I tried to force feed her, and he survived the venom. It's crazy. So I'm just going to dump that on the ground right there. It'll just disappear. So this is extremely upsetting, but that's life, man. And I have no pink toes, and this is one of my best animals. This is my show spider. This is the one I introduced to everybody, but shit happens, and I knew she wasn't gonna make it. Yeah, she's maybe 3 hours old at best. She doesn't even stink. Insects stink really quickly. I think it was gonna multi into a male, extremely long-legged. but abdomen is completely fat. Look at the fuzzy legs. It was actually a mature female. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So that sucks. So I'm gonna go actually give her a proper burial. So I'm gonna put her in the freezer and wait for the cold weather to go away. So now I have a spare container. I've got plants I can throw everywhere. So back to the betas at this end, since I'm a little upset actually. We're gonna scratch from here to here from El Jefe. Really hurts. But so what I did is, since I took Connie and Fry out of the 10-gallon tank, I decided that I was going to put in King Midas and the female Vivian, which the reason her name is Vivian, I remember why, is because she's a vanilla veiltail, and it's V's. V-I-V-I-A-N. Yeah, Vivian, V-I-V-A-N or V-I-V-I-A-N. Something like that. It's my drag queen name, Vivian. It's funny. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did some drags on TikTok, and it's the #1 video on TikTok for the audio. I'm sorry. Something about I'm sorry. I can't help it that I'm popular. Yeah. Like 6,000 likes, 200,000 plus views. And I'm #1. I beat I beat one of the top TikTokers for it, and it's awesome. And yeah, so I named her Vivian, Vanilla Veiltail. It just seems easier to say Vivian. I didn't make her a thing though. So I put King Midas, which is my crown tail beta, my orchid crown tail beta, which by the way is an expensive brand, and Vivian, my vanilla Veiltail, and I put them inside the 10-gallon. Now, thankfully, Fry already made a bubble nest, and it's useless now. King Midas might get a use out of it, since he's not wanting to make his own, which he just might not be feeling making his own. Betas do that sometimes. So hopefully, if he can overtake and use this one, what the fuck's going on here? Aliens are coming. Then we'll be set from there, and he'll be able to do Vivian really quickly and get this breeding over with. So let me go ahead and show you if they're doing anything at the moment, which they're not over here by the bubble nest. In fact, they're right there. There's King Midas, which is my orchid crown male, and then over here is Vivian, the vanilla veiltail female. Absolutely stunning fish. So once he realizes that there's a bubble nest, are those eggs? Wait a second. No, they didn't breed. Yeah, he's over here at the bubble nest now. Hopefully he'll overtake it. Male betas in the wild will take over unguarded bubble nests. As your bubble nest, you get to use it now. He's looking right at me. Oh, something just moving the tank? Oh, it's his fins moving gunk. Look at him. He's just gorgeous. Can I get a flash on him really quickly? Yeah, look at the purple on him. And then there's Vivian, my gorgeous little female. And he's going to flare up at her. Looks like she might have a bite taken out of the top of her fin. Nothing too major, though. He is gorgeous, though. And the thing is, these guys are receptive with each other. They're ready to go. Already, I have witnessed these guys today. After a week of courtship, I have noticed today that she is swelling up on him. She is giving all the signs. She's striped, kneeling down. She's spinning her tail flat, and then she's swelling up at him, following him around the tank. So yeah, that's cool. And also, I'm gonna show you my broody hen. That's a well, these two back here, they're Sumatra, S-E-R-A-M-A, Sumatra chickens, and these are actually known as Asian apartment chickens, or Asian house chickens. So it's pretty cool. So she seems interested in the bubble nest already. So hopefully King Midas will overtake it. I really hope that's what will happen. I've never seen people do this in natural. I mean, she's got a couple little damage spots in her fins, but nothing at all, nothing major. They might have been there before. I don't know, but I've never seen people on YouTube do this, you know, when one of their males that want to make a bubble nest was receptive with a female to throw it into a tank that already has a male that made a bubble nest. You know, I've never seen anybody do that. No Simply Better, no Dexter's World, anything like that. So it might be something new. So you guys might be seeing it first. So if it actually works, I will let you guys know, and you guys can see it with me. She's actually got blue eyes. Vivian. If you'll ever focus on her, yeah, look at her. Look at her colors, dude. Tell me she is not just an absolutely gorgeous beta. I mean, good God. And what upsets me about betas, honestly, is the fact that people will go to stores and get pissed off if they don't have any males. And it's like the only thing males are is just have big fins. That's it. Females are usually a lot more colorful. This acrylic's cold, so I have to get my heater plugged back in, which is going to be super simple. And it's going to go right here, and it's going to face this direction, so I know she'll stay warm. I'll probably die at night, and all the other animals will benefit from the external heat coming through. Everybody has lights on, so I have to shut them off at night. If I don't, I can't sleep down here. And if I don't, the chickens won't sleep now either. So these guys are still skittish around me. It'll take me a little bit of time to work them over where I need them to be. And, of course, I set something on top of the fucking cord, like a dumbass. There you go. Fucking neat, dude. And no, I have not put food or water in here yet for these guys. There we go. Heat is gone. There's something stuck to the top. It's super glue, hot glue. Turn the heater on, put it right here. Turn it down to 71. It'll try to shut off in about 20 minutes or so. So, yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, I just picked these guys up today, and this is their house quails. This is what their house chickens. This is what they do. So, I was actually looking for button quails, and then this opportunity popped up, and I was like, you know what? We'll fucking try it. They're very small, and if need be, I mean, you can use them as feeders, you know? Young males and shit like that. I mean, they'll go good for feeders. It's pretty much what the button quails and other quails would be for. Would be for feeders for the reptiles, feeders for my family, and the egg production. Also pets. Definitely pets, too, so. She's trying to sleep. He won't let her. I'm going to throw like a t-shirt in here or something I'm not wearing ever, and let them have that so they can actually lay on something softer than that crap. Because what the lady had them in was a mixture of this and what's it called? It's the flaky bedding, chicken bedding. I don't know what it's called. They get used to me, but she's broody. This one's pregnant. They lay eggs every day, so I have to pick eggs out in the morning. The thing is, if she starts laying fertile eggs, which is probably what's going to happen now, and already happening since the male has always been with the females, every egg will be fertile until I take him away and they start laying eggs a few days after that. So I think every egg that she lays until I decide to take him out is going to go in here with Miss Broody. And I think I'll stop at 7 eggs, and then everything else after that I'll put in the refrigerator, and it'll actually slow the growth process down. It'll actually put the baby to sleep. I mean, it'll actually put the DNA embryo genetic shit to sleep, and if need be, I can open it out of the fridge, put it out, because you can refrigerate fertile eggs for up to a month, and then they can come back. But other than that, I mean, I'd probably just try to eat the damn eggs, fertile or not. It doesn't matter to me. It's a chicken egg, you know. But I'm actually about to do an experiment with a chicken egg, just one that's already been laid, one I know that's not fertile. And I'm going to attempt to extract DNA from chicken. And what I mean by chicken is I'm actually going to take store-bought chicken, and I'm going to add dish soap to it. I'm gonna smash it up, then add dish soap to it. And then once you add dish soap to it, that helps break the molecules down and helps separate. It pretty much helps to break up and separate the DNA from the meat and the liquid. And then all you do is strain off the liquid from the chicken juice and the soap, and then you add alcohol to it. Pretty much 90 proof or better, and what will happen is the DNA will actually break down, and it'll collect together and coagulate into this goo and go to the surface, and then that's literally DNA, solid pure DNA, and then all you do is collect that and then suck it up in a syringe. And apparently you can do that with chicken eggs, and I'm going to attempt to see if that's possible or not by doing it with one of my chicken eggs outside, and potentially one of these guys once I stop doing the fertile game. So yeah, she's rolling the eggs now. I love that. So 3 fertile, 2 possibles. If those ones probably 2 days old at best, 21 days for them to hatch completely. But 2 of them are possibly fertile, and then the other 3 are definitely fertile. There's already little red dots and veins going through it, so it's good to go. So, oh my God, my legs are falling asleep. So I'm actually going to cut out for the night, guys, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep you updated on the chicken eggs, the chickens themselves. I'll update on my first egg when I get it tomorrow, probably in the afternoon. I don't know why, but Annalise's face looks weird. It just looks like it's. I think it's because she's underweight, like she is. I don't know. Probably. I've never had an underweight snake before, especially when not as one as severe as her, with her not wanting to eat at all. I'm gonna have to force feed her something. I think I'll force feed her egg yolks. That's a tactic I've used in the past. Is pure solid proteins and fats. I gotta take aquarium tubing like this on a. It's one of those meat injector syringes that you use for the Cajun Seasons one. You guys have seen them. They got that long ass needle on them. You take that needle off. You add on a hose like this. It sits right inside, and then all you do is hot glue around it, and then just all you do is suck up some egg, and all you do is put it down the snake's throat and just squeeze it in. They have to eat it. They won't regurgitate it up. So that'll be the option I do next with her. And I know eggs aren't the best thing, but boas can eat eggs. Boas in the wild will eat everything, including eggs and other snakes apparently. So I didn't know that, so I started reading a little bit more up on them on their actual diet, because I knew they ate rats and other feeder rodents and things like that, but I didn't know that they would literally eat other snakes if given the opportunity in the wild. If they were much smaller than them and they were hungry enough. I didn't know about the eggs, so that's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, he's fluffing up on her. He's really trying. Yeah, see, look at him. See, he's pecking her head. It tastes like watermelon on my remote. What the fuck? It's my remote. No one else touches it. I'm not happy that I have two roosters. I'm not. I only wanted the females. I should have just asked her, like, hey, I don't really want the male. Can I just have the females? I should have said that, but I didn't want to be rude. I mean, she didn't. I thought about it while I was there, and then I went to hand her the money, and she's like, they're free, and I'm like, I'm not going to turn down a free rooster. I can't do that. She's looking to get rid of them anyway. She's got two other roosters the way it is, so I know she's dealing with an even louder situation than we're dealing with now. But Hefe, when you shut the lights off, he goes to sleep, so I'm hoping these guys are the same, and I'm really hoping that these two actually do the McNasty and make the babies, so betas, and these guys. It looks so naked in there, and I'm going to add a water bucket to it. I'm going to make my own, put it on the side with a chicken nipple on it, and let them pick at the water so it's not something they can just knock over. I'll put a bowl in here for her. I'm not worried about it. I'll put paper towels in her. I'll put an actual towel underneath it so if anything does spill, I'll collect it up. Their food. I'm not going to feed them right yet. It's a bad idea to feed them as soon as you get them because they're already stressed out and they can actually stress them out. I mean, they're already breeding. They're comfortable as hell. And they're already talking. So, I mean, my arm's dead now. It's not a bad situation for them at all. But at the same time, I'd feel safer waiting until tomorrow once they've cooled down a bit. And that one stuff lady gave me, it's not even necessary. Like, immediately they started talking, immediately started eating, and immediately they started breeding like this, the male has. So, I know it's not a problem. Do broody females lay eggs unfertile still? Or do they only lay when they're fertile, when they're broody? Because I don't like the fact that I have to... I wouldn't have to sort them out at all, honestly. All of them have marked on them. Three of them have F for fertile, and two of them have M for maybe. So, yeah, she's over here trying to go to sleep. And so I think what I'll also do is I'm going to get the staple gun, and no, I'll get Brad's, and I'll grab a black T-shirt, cut it up, and I'll make a door right here so it's blacked out, so she's perfectly content by herself. So all the lights, all the noise, me moving around, it shouldn't affect her at that point. So same with the betas. 4 days betas together, nothing. I put a shirt over the tank within 4 hours. I had the beginnings of a bubble nest. And so with King Midas and Vivian already in the process of courtship done, breeding ready to go, and they've been together for a couple hours now, I just let her out and let them go. That's what you gotta do sometimes to try to get the courtship going. That's what Dexter's World does. Keeps them together side by side in tanks for about a week. And then week to 2 weeks, feeds the crap out of them, gets them ready, and then he just sets them in the tank together, and if they die, if one kills the other, that happens. If they breed, they breed. If they don't, they don't. He just knows for next time not to do that, or he knows better what to do. So I am tired. This chicken falling asleep's got me really tired. So it's like 9 something, 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I've been going to bed very early and waking up very early, so this arm's dead now. Gotta change places. You can guys already see how tired I'm actually getting, so I'm not even gonna turn my TV on or anything. I've actually spent the last 3 nights with the TV off, so yeah, that's a nice scratch too. I didn't know about that one. It goes from here to here. Fucking birds, man. I don't know what's going on with... this is all blackheads right here in this section. It's because these fucking glasses, so I hate it. So yeah, guys, I'm off here. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the morning. Peace. Later. We'll start doing vlogs, too. Don't have to deal with that shit now. All day. Non-stop vlogs. Y'all gonna love my life, because